What's up, everyone? This is your host, author Anthony Avina, and I got a special video for you guys today. That's right, 3 videos this week. What about that, huh? I'm going to do this is going to be a very quick video, but in honor of a book I just reviewed called Tales from Alternate Earths, which is an anthology series by Inklings Press. I thought I'd do this fun video. It's going to be the top 5 alternate history fictions. Pretty much the properties with alternate history that I really loved and cared about. I'm going to talk about, and a lot of this is going to be, you know, comic book based or game based, but I really love these properties, and I hope you guys will enjoy this video. And if you guys want to check out the book itself, the anthology, I talked about it in yesterday's video, which was my book wrap-up video. You guys can go check that out, Eye in the Sky up here. But I also, I also wrote a review for it, and I'll put the link for the review, and let me remember this, I'll put the link for the book itself down below as well. You guys can go check both of those out. Without further ado, here are my top 5 alternate history fictions, starting with number 5. Number 5, Flashpoint. This was just explored in the season 3 premiere of The Flash, but Flashpoint is a DC Comics event where Barry Allen, troubled by the murder that has haunted him his whole life, the murder of his mother, causes him to run so fast that he goes back in time and stops his mother's murder. When he wakes up, he's in a brand new world. His mother's alive, but Wonder Woman and Aquaman are deadly enemies, and they're tearing the world apart with a war between the Atlanteans and the Amazons. You know, Batman is not Bruce Wayne, but Thomas Wayne, and the Joker is Bruce Wayne's mother. Bruce Wayne is the one who died in the alley, not his parents. And the new Batman is a deadly killer. He's a hard-nosed vigilante. On top of all that, the world is on a course to where it will destroy itself because of this war going on. And so the Flash has to find a way to get his powers back and stop what happened. So anyways, yeah, Flashpoint, the DC Comics event, is definitely one of my favorites. Alternate history things. Number 4 has got to be Bioshock Infinite. This is takes place in the 1920s. It is the 3rd game in the Bioshock series, and pretty much, you know, the Boxer Rebellion is involved, and it involves a floating city named Columbia getting involved in world history. It was part of the Chicago World Fair. It's supposed to be the pioneer city of technology and science, and the game follows a young former Pinkerton agent named Booker DeWitt, who goes and is hired to find a young girl named what's her name? Elizabeth. And so the whole game follows them, but what's really interesting is the involvement of things like the Pinkertons or the Boxer Rebellion, very famous thing back in the 1920s. Lots of history involved there. So Bioshock Infinite, love that book, or that game. Number 3 has got to be 11/22/63 by Stephen King. I love both the book and the television series starring James Franco on Hulu. The book follows a school teacher in modern times whose friend, who owns a diner, discovers a portal to the past. It's like when you step through it, you land in, you know, the 1950s, and when you get there, you know, you're living that old school life. I think it's 1958 when he gets there, and his friend wants him to go back and prevent the assassination of John F. Kennedy. So it's a very interesting read. It involves a lot of historical events, a lot of investigation into whether Lee Harvey Oswald was really a lone shooter or not. A lot of political intrigue, and it involves a lot of the players that were involved in that era, people who knew Lee Harvey Oswald, and getting to meet the man himself, Lee Harvey Oswald. I mean, you don't really meet him, but the actor who played him. Very dark, very disturbing, especially to see his mindset and to realize that he could be anyone. There are a lot of people that you see like him in today's day and age, and it's scary. But it's really interesting to see an alternate history where the JFK assassination was prevented. Very interesting to think about. Number 2 has got to be X-Men Days of Futures Past. This movie and comic book series involved the X-Men, obviously. This is a world where the mutants and mankind in general kind of hunted down and eliminated by these robots known as the Sentinels. And the X-Men, one of them has to go back in time to prevent the Sentinels from being built. And going back, you go back to, whatchamacallit, like the 70s, 60s, 70s, or 80s, no, 70s. Lots of history, going back to the time of Richard Nixon and getting to see the distrust between the people in the mutant population. This is really where the mutant population was first discovered, really, by the main public. And it was a lot of fun to read. I love the history involved in that, but I also love the character development, especially in the film. The emotional core has got to be with Charles Xavier, played by both Patrick Stewart and James McAvoy. Their scenes together are amazing, just pure amazing. So, okay, my number 1 all-time favorite, top 5 alternate history fictions has got to be the Assassin's Creed series. The books, the movie, the games, everything. Assassin's Creed is definitely my favorite. Pretty much, this takes place throughout all of history, and it shows that history was influenced by a secret war between the Templar Order, a secret organization who hopes to rule the people through, pretty much telling them what to believe and what to look at. And then there is the assassins who are there to stop the Templars and let people live their lives in freedom. It's a very interesting series, getting to see all the history from the Crusades, which was the first game, and then the Italian Renaissance, the Age of Pirates, the French Revolution, the American Revolution, the Industrial Age, Industrial Revolution in Britain. I mean, so many interesting historical events are explored, and getting to see that they were actually influenced by the Assassins and Templars was very interesting to see unfold. The Assassin's Creed series is one of my all-time favorite series, and it really pulls me in because of my love for history. So I love this series, and I hope you guys will check it out if you haven't already. I'm sure many of you have. But, well, that does it, guys. Those were my top 5 alternate history fictions. I hope you enjoyed that little list. It was a short video, but this was all in honor of Tales from Alternate Earths from Inklings Press. It was a great anthology. I really enjoyed it. Make sure you check out the links down below to get the book itself and to check out my review on it, so check those out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this series, or this collection of stories, and I hope you guys will check it out. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. Please give this video a big thumbs up, like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button down below. It means the world to me, and check out our social media links as well in the section down below. And click the eye in the sky up here for today's recommended videos, playlists, and more. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this week, and I'll see you next time for a brand new video. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.